Growing up, I was not close to my parents. My dad was very emotionally unavailable. My mom was the one who always took care of us. My freshman year in high school was the first time that I suffered from a bout of depression. Depression is an inability to breathe, like you're drowning, that you just can't quite keep your head above the water. I always struggled with turning things over to God. So once I was on the medication and I was doing fine, I just kept moving along like I always did. Life after college kind of merged with getting married. I got married for so many selfish reasons. I wanted someone who would always be there and who would love me and fulfill my emotional needs and go through life with me. It was such a mess. I do not know how, except for pure stubbornness, how we stayed married those early years. In 2009, my oldest daughter, she was about ready to graduate high school, and I came home and she had moved out. We didn't know this was gonna happen. I hit rock bottom. Bruce and I started arguing. I went into the bathroom and I took my entire bottle of antidepressants. And I thought to myself, now he'll pay attention. Now he'll see how bad I'm hurting. My husband called 911. I was still sitting there once the emergency squad got there. There was this thought in my head that I didn't want to die. I said, God, I don't want to die. Help me. There's no question in my mind that it was God answering a prayer that I didn't even know was a prayer. I felt fine. And that peace stayed with me through the ambulance ride, through the ER, and I was perfectly fine. The healing has definitely been a journey. I was in counseling. I had, was working directly with a psychiatrist and a counselor. My husband and I were doing some marriage counseling. He did not bring me back together overnight, but I wasn't having feelings of wanting to die anymore. I was released from counseling for the first time without asking this past February. When I go to Jesus, there's absolute trust and there's absolute hope. I don't have to rely on those feelings and those thoughts and those emotions. They're fleeting. And so when I can't rely on myself, that's where the promises come from, are from Him and not somebody else on earth.